So I started off with the Senator Abaribe positioning when he confronted Malam Buhari to say that an Igbo man does not bow to anybody other than his chi. So I then went on to rally this onto the Nnamdi Kanu narrative to say then Nnamdi Kanu is now bowing to somebody else other than his chi. But then, of course, if we examine what's actually happened now, this Nnamdi Kanu actually made a faux pas in his broadcast in a fit of anger. So he had made references to other people's children, which of course is never the done thing, and he will quickly lose public sympathy for that. And even outside of losing public sympathy, decency and morality and fair play does not really facilitate for that. It doesn't enable for that, because they say you leave women and children out of it. So you leave somebody's children and their wives or their mother out of the battle that you're having with them. This is where we have that phrase in Nigeria that we like to refer to every so often, man to man. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. And by the way guys, excuse my voice, I have a bit of a cold. So welcome to the channel. So guys, now we all applauded and we all cheered when Senator Abaribe puffed out his chest and uttered those famous words to Malam Buhari that an Igbo man does not bow to anything other than his chi. So we all applauded, of course, because we all saw the imperialness and the majesty of a proper Igbo man, and this is of course how we imagine the Igbo to be. So you can imagine my surprise then when the Don Juan of the Igbo people, the Wandela one of the Igbo race, the lead man himself, Nnamdi Kanu, made this headline. I was wrong. Nnamdi Kanu bows, apologizes to Abia Police Commissioner Okon. So that's this headline. I was wrong. Nnamdi Kanu bows, apologizes to Abia Police Commissioner Okon. So now let's now see what's now led to the lead Igbo citizen feeling the need to bow to anyone. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has apologized to the Commissioner of Police in Abia State, Eneh Okon, over the threats on his children. During his live broadcast on Radio Biafra, Kanu had threatened to deal with the children of Okon should anything happen to any member of IPOB attending his parents' burial on Friday at Ishiama, Afarakwa in Umuahia, North Local Government Area. Kanu gave the reasons why he made the threats at first, citing the security siege on his community, coupled with the outburst of senior security operatives. The IPOB leader said it was wrong for him to have made such a comment against the DCP's family members. Kanu tweeted, "This Friday, mourners in Biafra will come together to attend the funeral of my beloved parents, Eze Israel Okwu Kanu and Ugoeze Sali Eneh Kanu. During this time of mourning, the indigenous people of Biafra are living in a constant state of fear. The Abia State Police Commissioner is threatening to disrupt the funeral, and there continues to be a large military presence in the area, which has a history of inflicting violence against the IPOB members." Kanu said the situation of things in his hometown has caused a range of emotions for him. The IPOB leader, who is expected not to be around when his parents are laid to rest, added that he has gone from an extreme sense of sadness after losing both his parents to an extreme sense of anger. He said this was due to the knowledge that the mourners gathering in his compound were in grave danger. He added, "In this time of immense grieving and anger, I made threats against the children of the police commissioner and other Nigerian officials on my radio program, Radio Biafra. This was wrong and I sincerely apologize. Children should always be off limits." Kanu, who is reportedly in the United Kingdom, pointed out that he intended to bring global awareness to the threats and imminent danger the government has placed on his family and the community. He said he hoped that shining a global spotlight on the actions of the government will prevent them from inciting violence against my people. In doing so, I went too far. It is my great hope that the indigenous people of Biafra can mourn in peace on Friday and can live in peace every single day forward. Kanu escaped Nigeria on September 14, 2017, when soldiers under the Operation Python Dance 2 stormed his Afarauku home and allegedly killed many. King Israel Kanu and Queen Sally did not return to their community, neither did they sit on their royal seats again till they died. So apparently, allegedly, I wasn't even aware that Nnamdi Kanu's family, or parents rather, were actually real royalties. I just thought it was one of those royalties that was conferred on people. You know how these people just, how people sometimes just give themselves title arbitrarily. So I wasn't aware of that, so now I am. But really, to go to the heart of it, so Nnamdi Kanu has now felt the need now to apologize to this police commissioner Okon, or whatever his name is, for utterances that he made on his radio Biafra thing. So now let's examine that. So I started off with the Senator Abaribe positioning when he confronted Malam Buhari to say that an Igbo man does not bow to anybody other than his chi. So I then went on to rally this onto the Nnamdi Kanu narrative to say then Nnamdi Kanu is now bowing to somebody else other than his chi. But then, of course, if we examine what's actually happened now, this Nnamdi Kanu actually made a faux pas in his broadcast in a fit of anger. So he had made references to other people's children, which of course is never the done thing, and he will quickly lose public sympathy for that. And even outside of losing public sympathy, decency and morality and fair play does not really facilitate for that. It doesn't enable for that, because they say you leave women and children out of it. So you leave somebody's children and their wives or their mother out of the battle that you're having with them. This is why we have that phrase in Nigeria that we like to refer to every so often, man to man. So you go man to man. So if you're man to man in this guy, then you man to man him. So if he hasn't attacked your children, and then you shouldn't then attack his children. So it is this understanding then, of course, that has brought to bear on Kanu when he's now had a moment to sit and reflect and to then have that thought that he might have gone too far, that he has actually indeed gone too far when he was raging in his broadcast. So this is now what's necessitated that need now to recant that statement, to rescind it, to reverse it, to take it back and say no, I erred in referencing these guys' children. This is not the direction of travel that I want to follow, but I am still fully and frontally against this fellow. But of course, his children have nothing to do with this beef, and this is really something I can align with, because I can understand his beef with the Okon guy. So that's man to man. That's, you know, of course, there's his compound has been surrounded, his parents have been buried, the people that are going there to mourn his parents are being intimidated by authorities sent by Malam Buhari, and at the forefront of that authority is this police commissioner guy, priming and peacocking and bombasting in the media to say that, oh, I'm fighting him so that he can get coins from Abuja, obviously. So this is what is going on there. So now he then, of course, is now saying, look, do not now repeat what you did in September 2017, because really this is now that step too far. So this is now what precipitated those utterances. But then, of course, in moments of sober reflection, as I said, he has now had cause and thoughts to reflect. He has now had cause to reflect and rescind. Conversations in the comment section: an Igbo man does not bow to anything other than his chi. What says you? Come tell me thoughts about what you are making of this narrative in the comment section. But before you do that, Click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of this little skirmish between Nnamdi Kanu and the police commissioner in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.